If you could be known for only one thing, what would it be?
I would say, if you want it in one word, integrity. If you want to spread it out, doing what I say I'm going to do.
What's the greatest lesson in leadership you have learned as an entrepreneur?
It's never as easy as you think it's going to be going in, but you can solve any of the problems with enough persistence.
What personal characteristic has been most pivotal to your success?
Well, you go back to the answer on my first question, the integrity and doing what I say I'm going to do, that and networking, getting to know people.
I sensed there was going to be a theme here. All right, let's take a nod to the randomness in the universe. I got my random questions here. So
oh, nice.
Anything from the trivial to the profound. Just tell me when to stop cutting the deck.
That's good.
All right. Oh, this is the worst question ever. Puffball, where would you most like to travel?
So that is both easy and hard. People ask me, where's your favorite place to travel? And it's someplace we haven't been yet.
Any place you haven't been yet, or anything particular?
No, I mean, we're always looking for places that we haven't been, really cool, interesting, unusual places. That's why, if you look at my background, that was Antarctica. We went down there in February, had a blast. So we're always looking for things out there to kind of push the boundaries. We want to go to Africa and do a safari during the Great Migration, and then kind of end up the trip by summiting Mount Kilimanjaro.
Right, that's amazing. All right, so here I'll throw one out here. Have you ever been to this island halfway between Africa and South America, Tristan da Cunha?
No.
Okay, all right. So that's a place I'd like to go. And
I actually looked at buying a house there, though.
Oh, wow. I don't think there are a whole lot for sale out there.
No.
Well, I've heard the Islanders, though, are very, very nice. Pretty amazing place. And I think the coolest story is they've got all these rock hopper penguins, and the ecology of the birds is such that only the largest egg is going to hatch and be nurtured by the mother. So they actually will make these rock hopper penguin omelets when you go out there. So that's probably the only place you can enjoy that. So they take the smaller egg that's not going to develop anyway, and they're able to actually sustainably harvest that.
Oh, that's cool. And I'm a foodie, so when I travel, I'm always looking for new and interesting stuff to eat.
All right. Well, that would be something new to most of us, at least. All right. Name a book that's helped to forge you as a leader or as an entrepreneur, and why.
Oh, there's been so many. One of the ones I read probably in the last 6 months was Who, Not How by Dan Sullivan. And that really got me to focus on, don't ask how I'm going to do something, ask who can help me get it done.
Love it. And what's the biggest hurdle you've overcome in your business in the last year, and what did it teach you?
Oh, hurdles. Probably the biggest one is, I half jokingly, half in truth tell people, I said, I suffer the curse of the real estate investor. I look great on a balance sheet, but I have no cash. So the biggest hurdle is learning to, because about the time you get a pile of cash together, you go, oh, look over there, shiny deal, and then off you go, and now your cash is back out the door.
Right.
So and it's a balance of keeping your money in motion and still keeping enough of it to satisfy all of the other needs. But I mean, that's probably my biggest challenge is the cash management. I'm still working on it.
Outstanding. Thanks for keeping it real. That is, being cash poor is often the scourge of the real estate investor. Okay, so can you send us out with a quote to help forge our listeners as leaders and entrepreneurs?
I would love to. My grandmother, I owe a great deal to my character and my upbringing to her. She had a saying that things fall into two categories: things you can do something about, you do it and you move on. And things you can't do anything about it, you pray about it, you give it to God, and you move on. So a lot of people will tend to think that I am indifferent about things. And it's like, no, I'm not indifferent. It's just, if I can do something about it, I will do it. And that's behind me now. I don't have to worry about it. And if it's something I can't do anything about, and I pray about it, I give it to God, and I've done everything I can do about it at that point. So there's no use in me worrying about it. So I move on. So I don't, I really don't worry about things.
All right, awesome. And I love it. No chat GPT required. That was a quote original there. All right, well, anyway, hey, before we turn around, would you like to turn around and ask me a question?
Well, you had asked, you'd said something about your book. I'm definitely interested in learning more about that. And I guess one of the other things might be, what prompted you to start podcasting?
Well, I think I just love people, and conversations that I have in a forum like this is what really keeps me going. So I love to learn about people, and I found there's no better, quicker, deeper way to do that than to throw yourself into a podcast interview, do an hour or 3 of research on the person, and then spend an hour up close and personal. So yeah, thank you for that. And then I just want to make sure that we have an opportunity to reach out to you. So if our audience wants to reach Sean Griffith, what is the best way to do that?
They can go to our website. It's TWT Multifamily.com. And there's a book a call button on there that'll take you right to my calendar.
All right. Awesome interview. Thank you so much for your time, Sean.
George, really appreciate you. Looking forward to hearing how we come out in the real world here after the editing and whatnot. And
Yeah.
Really excited to hopefully provide some value to your listeners.
And that you did. Thank you so much, Sean.